Alright, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So, yesterday was actually quite successful, I must say. Reason? Yesterday we hit, I think, no, no, I think, we have, yesterday we hit the largest stream, personal best largest stream ever. It's great. I would show you the stats, but you guys already saw it yesterday, last Earth log. But yeah, the stats yesterday were actually insane. So, we managed to average around 30 viewers for the whole entire 4 hour stream, which is actually pretty good. Not pretty good, that's the best we've ever had. So, yeah, it turns out yesterday's stream had the most viewers, probably because all we did was exploring, but it's good. So, yeah, yesterday's episode was quite a lot. So, I mean, that's really about all I have to say, right? Is that yesterday a lot of people was watching. I think, again, like I said, for my streams, I didn't even know that many people were watching until the end because when I do OBS, I don't see anything except for chat. So I don't actually know how many concurrent viewers there were. It honestly, it looked like I was just talking to two people because only 2 to 3 people were chatting were talking in the chat, right? Only 2 people were talking in the chat. So I honestly thought I was just streaming to like 2 to 3 people. But when I checked the analytics, there was apparently 30 people watching. So yeah, interesting. I'm gonna keep that strategy up because yeah, didn't even know. But yeah, that strategy seems like the best. Where I don't even look at the numbers. I just continue not acting, but I continue streaming how I would stream if there were 0 people watching, which is for YouTube, right? So, yeah, and that's about it. Nothing really else to say today. Apparently, there's going to be hunting and fishing today, but that's going to be in a long time, so I don't know. So, what is there to do today? Not too much. I already have the StarCraft video that I'm gonna combine with Earthlog done, and then I'm gonna have to edit the highlight version. Highlight version is probably gonna take an hour or two because the way I edit the highlights is the exact same way I edit the DGI, which means I'm gonna have to probably skim through the entire thing. It's gonna take a while, but it's alright. Besides that, that's like the only video I have to make. Earthlog and the highlights. Now the timestamp reversed. Yeah, it's like 4 hours of playing the game. Probably like 1 hour to skim it. No, it'll take like 1 hour to timestamp it. No, maybe less than an hour to timestamp it. But it's definitely going to take 1 hour plus to highlight it. It is what it is. That's what you do when you produce. You know, when you produce, you have to spend time editing. But the thing about it is that content creators, a lot of content creators actually just send it to an editor. Like they send the raw footage to multiple editors, and they make the video. So that's why you see a lot of YouTubers. What they have to do is just play the game for fun with their mates, and then they send that raw footage to a whole bunch of editors, and the editor team works together to produce a video. So actually, the YouTubers have it quite easy for them, you know. But that's because they have a very highly scaled. But for us, we just have to edit it ourselves for now. Until then, but it's okay. As long as we have raw archives, I could always, when I whenever we reach that era, or whenever we scale to that era, I can finally one day hire a team of editors to do the work for me. As advanced as AI is, AI still can't edit videos for you yet. It's kind of a shame. You know, I honestly thought AI could do that, but they can't. If only AI was smart. Oh no, AI AI is smart enough, but I don't think they're that smart yet. Oh no, no, I mean no. AI is smart enough to do it, but it's not released to the public yet. Otherwise, content creation would be so easy. But currently, editing still requires another human. Apparently, on TV it says there's the Commonwealth Games. I don't even understand what's the difference. Commonwealth versus the Olympics. What's the difference? They're the same thing, no? Might be just the same thing. It's alright, I understand. They need to keep their people busy. It is what it is. Is there anything else to say? I was gonna say that today we're not even that sleepy, even though we slept late again, but I don't know, as I walk, my eyes are also golden out today is pretty insane. Not many people, but again, it is the weekend, so we're only going to be doing dips. But yeah, that's really about it, huh? Just edit the highlights today and then probably do another stream. The only thing about Character Isles is that I have no idea where to build the base. There's far too many locations to build a base. Yeah, it's actually gonna take like 2 to 3 hours to edit the highlights because the stream was 3 hours and 50, actually nearly basically 4 hours. So that's like 4 hours of me skimming it. It's actually gonna take maybe 4 hours. It usually takes me as long as the stream is. It really depends on no, it just depends on the action. So yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to. It's gonna take a while, but that's alright. I'm not surprised. It's kind of like how when we went fishing for the shark, the whole entire shark video was like two to like maybe 2 hours, maybe 2 or 3 hours, right? The footage, but it took me like well over like it took me either 2 or 3 hours to edit the DJI footage for the shark. Yeah, takes time, but that's only because people's attention spans low. But also at the same time, I understand that for the fishing video, I understand I have to cut it because you know it's pretty boring if you don't edit the fishing video because all you're gonna see me do is just wait for the fish or reeling. So the height, so yeah, it depends because yeah, it really depends. Honestly, it depends because when you're live streaming, right? There's no editing in live streaming. People still watch it. So, but I know that one thing for sure. I do know is that when you live stream, people put you in the background. Everyone does. That's kind of what you do when you're live streaming. You're in the background most of the time. You're basically in the background, and unless something interesting happens, you know, then they'll look at the screen maybe a bit. But most of the time when you're live streaming, you are in the background. You're either in the background while they do something like clean a room or like just do some other task, but you're on like a device or you're on the TV. Matter of fact, when I looked at the stats, I think now around 40% of the people were watching the stream on TV on a TV device. So they just kind of you're just kind of in the background. Honestly, it's kind of like just TV. it really is just like TV. I'm assuming a lot of people have TVs in their place, right? I mean, I don't use a TV personally because I'm not a consumer, but pretty sure people just put you on the TV in the room and then just kind of do their thing, and they're either playing games or like I don't know what they do, but you know, just we're in the background most of the time. That's what streamers mainly are. They're kind of just in the background, or people are like fully invested. It's a mix of both, right? Or you're either on like the second monitor, you're just kind of there. Yeah, it really just depends, honestly. But what I do know is that you're there, and that's what matters. Another example is kind of like Queso. I like Queso. He showed us, no, Queso. The reason why I like Queso is because he showed that not everyone has to be brain rot. Like not every streamer has to be brain rot. Queso is like a good example. You know, he does old YouTuber style with like barely any edits to his YouTube thing. But I stopped watching him obviously because as a producer, I cannot watch other people's content. I watched it briefly for like maybe 1 or 2 months once. You know, like I remember putting his like Minecraft series on a small monitor while I cleaned the studio. hmm But now that our studio's got done, we just produce. Oh yeah, and StarCraft 2, I kind of uninstalled it after yesterday. We were winning lots of games, but then honestly, I got kind of bored with it. Probably because I think I reached the elo in StarCraft where people are toxic. Because like the moment we won like 6 games in a row, I had like 2 matches in a row that just had teammates being salty at each other. One game was, you know, two teammates were just beefing the entire game, and then one of them just targeted their own teammates and killed their Nexus, which basically just makes the whole team lose the game. And then the second game, my own teammate did it against me because I didn't listen to him and built like factories or something. So yeah, and the last game did Max Marines, and then that's when after that, I uninstalled it. Probably gonna reinstall it one day again, but I don't know. Overwatch might be a bit more. Even Overwatch is a bit blurry. StarCraft 2 you can get good at, but it kind of gets a bit boring. Eh, I mean, there's only so many strategies you can follow, right? Whereas when it comes to Overwatch, it's the same. It's the same kind of action game. Not much story, but at the same time, it's probably the same thing for Ark. Like for Ark, we're kind of hitting the boring phase already because we already explored the map, which is like probably the most exciting thing. And now after exploring the map, we now need to start taming stuff, and that's going to require some grinding. We might need to find more games. I don't know. I feel like we're losing series again after dropping StarCraft. I mean, it wasn't even a series. Probably have to do the anime ones, kinda. Yeah. You know, it's probably been like maybe nearly 1 to 2 weeks of the last time I did a research video. I haven't really done a research video in a while. I don't know. There's no other anime that's really broken my like mind. The only one that really surprised me the most was Scum's Wish because that ecosystem was almost interesting. But I think the only thing we learned in the ecosystem of Scum's Wish is that they believe in like, I don't even know. It's pretty scuffed. The only reason I'm walking slow is because I think I drank the water a bit different. Drank the water a bit weird. Yeah, we drank the water wrong. I think we drank it while walking too fast. A lot of it. So now stomach is sad. Not sad. Stomach is painful because I drank too much water while walking too fast. Yep, that was definitely the problem. Anyways, looks like the canned macro is kind of the carry. So we're gonna have to eat canned macro again. Alright, I think the water's digestion thing has recovered. That's good. Now let's drink more. I don't want ARC to get too boring, but I have a suspicion that today's stream is gonna be a bit boring because we've done the exploring. We really just have to do the grinding. Actually, we're gonna be exploring the water soon, but I need to tame a lot of things to get that stuff sorted. I don't even know we're gonna hunt or fish today either. I think today, no, I think hunting and fishing, we've targeted a lot of things. I think the next target is really just to lock in on the salmon or maybe use bait. Don't even know yet. I'll figure it out then. Alright. Stretch. And then, yeah, we do need to do some stretching. Body's kind of begging for some stretching. Oh, yeah, we need to do some stretching. Body's definitely wanting some stretching. Hmm. Okay. By the way, we're back on 24 FPS, but I don't really mind the 60 FPS. It did take like 1 point something terabytes, but it, maybe it depends. So pretty much, yeah, it's just dips and water as the usual. Seems like Olden Hour is here. It's only me and this one dude, but I mean, it's not like it's doesn't really matter, does it? We're as far away, so yeah, not bothering each other. It is what it is. I'm still gonna wipe it just in case. Yep, so it's basically just dips in water. That's about it. That's that's the usual. We can't even talk much because we have to drink water. Gotta quickly stretch. That's pretty good. Sometimes if you need a stretch, you just hang for a bit. Alright, we're drinking the water a bit too fast. Might have to slow it down a bit. We'll slow down the water consumption just a tiny bit because drinking a bit too fast, especially since we're doing dips, which makes us go up and down a lot. So ideally, you don't want too much fluid, or yeah. By the way, we train on an empty stomach. I think you guys already knew that, right? But we train on an empty stomach. I don't really know how you guys train, pre-workout meals. I don't know how the only pre-workout meal I will ever consume is bananas. Well, like, yeah, I don't even have, don't know how. I don't know how you would train after eating. Like, I've tried to do, Alpha 3 regimes after lots of food, but it's pretty hard. because like the stomach in your food really bounces around if you're depending on the exercise to do. Yeah, like I said, I always train early in the mornings. Reason is because I like to get it out the way. I never really trained in the afternoon. Never liked it. I think definitely main factors is because well, there's people in the afternoon. Way more people, like shit ton of people. Jeez, I would never want to train in that scenario situation again. Sucks. It's been a very long time since I've actually gone to the gym during the night or like during peak hours. It sucks though, seriously. I don't know how you do it, especially not for no deep blue. No idea, bro. I remember like when you go to the gym during peak hours, especially like maybe 1800 to 1700 or like just like around dinner time for most people, right? Dude, it's way too busy. There's like every single thing's taken. There's people waiting around, there's people standing around. It's like so crowded. Man, I've never been in that situation again. Even in lunchtimes, it's crowded. It's crazy. So like literally almost every treadmill is full. All the machines are taken. It's just too many people. The majority of people are just socializing there, honestly. Majority of the people in the gym during those peak hours are just socializing. Either as a group of boys just chatting and like one person using a machine and they're taking turns, or like even at nighttime is still a lot of people. We've done so much testing is that we literally only know golden hour, which is like just before golden hour is like just when everyone's leaving. So it's like basically the only perfect time to do it. That's my strategy. That's like the only perfect time because I bet at 9 to 12 there's still a lot of people here. I mean, I haven't actually gone there myself, but I think I have once. There's a lot of people still. So after lots of tests, this time golden hour is the best. You get everything to yourself. No one really bothers you. There's always less than 5 people. Sometimes golden hour is really bad, but still not bad enough that someone's contesting your area. And also, yeah, you get events because I guess like 2 days ago we got contested with the stairs and the treadmill. But this place is so big we just leave. Is there anything else to talk about? Not really. Not much. Yeah, we haven't really gone back to the premium area for the sauna. Haven't actually used the sauna in a while. Maybe because I just haven't been bothered. We've been so our priorities are so different that we really haven't been bothered trying. And yeah, so today's schedule: Alpha regime, eat, Earth log, you know, timestamp the stream into an episode, and then make the highlights, and then probably hunting and fishing if that's what they want, and then need to find more series. Probably have to bring researcher back or make stories. There's a lot of things to do. Just depends on what I want. One thing I do know is that you want to definitely not get bored. Again, getting bored is one of the most dangerous things to do because when you're bored, you begin to consume content. It's like, oh, I'm bored. What do I do? There's something to watch. Like getting bored for a creator is bad. So that's why you always have to find something to do. Alright, what is done? I wonder what our weight is going to be. Probably 72, 73. We're going to be definitely gaining weight though because we are eating a lot more calories. But I don't even know the exact amount of calories because we're looking at the macros now. But the macros, I think equivalent to like nearly 3K. Not gonna lie, I don't even know. It might equivalent to 3K, which is kind of crazy. But you know, one thing I do know is that we still like even though we're eating so much food in the mornings, we're still getting The stomach growls. Yeah, I did notice that we get like the stomach growls early in the morning, but it's a lot different because before we would have it midday, but since there's so much food, I'm having to split the meal sessions into two times. That's one thing I noticed. I have to split it into like two meals because I really can't eat all that in one go. I probably could, but I would rather just wait for a bit more hours and do some editing. Yeah, if we didn't have editing, I'd probably get really bored. I'd probably just find more series to do. That's weird. It's really weird. We're lighter than yesterday. 70.5. That's, I don't know if that's ideal or not. Honestly, I was thinking we're gonna like scale a lot faster, but we looks, I don't know, whatever. Actually, no, we did eat like the mackerel. Mackerel definitely weighs a lot less. Actually, I don't even know. What I do know is that at least I could mix the mackerel with the rice, make it into just a, don't even know. Right, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate it again. Nothing to really say. It depends on what we're going to be doing for the hunting and fishing today. I don't really want to repeat the things I do. I want to change it up every time. So we have done lures, we have done baits, we've done the soft bait method. Don't even know what other methods there are. I'll see about it though. We've done like almost everything. I appreciate it.